Hello, everyone. Thank you for taking the time to join this PLC session. I'm excited to share a literary resource handout that I created for our first grade team. This handout focuses on three key components of early literacy, which are phonemic awareness, fluency, and comprehension. As we know, collaboration in PLCs is a powerful tool. So when we shared strategies, reflect on student data, and align our instruction, we create a more equitable and engaging learning environment for all of our students. Working together allows us to address specific learner needs and helps us design meaningful standard-aligned instruction. The first literacy component is phonemic awareness, which is foundational in early reading. Students in activity 1 will use sound boxes to segment words into individual phonemes, like breaking down cat into C-A-T, so the k-at. This supports the ELA literacy standard RF 1.2.b, focusing on sound segmentation. Academic terms like phoneme, blend, and segment help students verbalize what they're doing. Activity 2 is the phoneme substitution game. In this activity, students change one sound in a word to make a new one, like changing k to h and cat to make hat. This aligns with the standard RF 1.2.d, developing phonemic flexibility in that standard. In the extension portion, for students who master these, we can introduce multisyllabic or nonsense words for more of a challenge. And students can work in pairs to say a word and challenge their partner to change a specific sound, which is great for both reading and oral language practice. The boom cards or the seesaw activities let students drag and drop phonemes into sound boxes to hear the sounds and how they're pronounced. And fluency will help bridge the decoding with the comprehension. The teacher in activity 1 of the echo reading and fluency, the teacher reads a sentence expressively and students repeat it. And this helps build pacing and expression, and it supports the standard RF 1.4.b, focusing on oral reading fluency. And in the second activity, the phrase cued reading, students will read texts that are visually chunked together into natural phrases, and this will support the fluent reading with proper annotation and pausing. For extension, more fluent readers can lead the groups, or we can give them more complex texts. Collaborative practice there, we'll do the echo reading, which will work well with like the context area texts, like science or social studies, and helping students build vocabulary and fluency together. And then in order to integrate some technology there, using Flip or VoiceThread let students record their own reading and then reflect on their fluency and share with the peers and get feedback. For the comprehension portion, the first activity is the story maps for retell. Students map out the key elements of the story, like the characters, the setting, the problem, solution, and this aligns with the standard RL 1.2, and it supports narrative understanding. Academic language like retell, main idea, and solution gives students the tools to talk about stories meaningfully. For the second activity there, under comprehension, would be think, pair, share. After reading, students will think about a prompt and share it with their partner and then with the group. And this supports the standard SL 1.1, promoting conversation and comprehension. So an extension of that activity would be to have students change the ending of the story using their map. And then for the collaborative practice, we have there the think, pair, share. It actually works well with a cross curriculum, and students can use it after a science experiment or history lesson to reflect and respond about what they learned during that lesson. As for technology that can be used during that, we were going to use Jamboard or Padlet for students to post retellings or share responses digitally. In closing, when we share resources like these with our PLC, we gain new ideas and reflect on practice and better meet the needs of our diverse learners. And these practices are research-based, standard-aligned, and designed to build academic language and literacy across all subjects. So let's continue to support each other by sharing what works, adjusting what doesn't, and celebrating what we're building together for our students. Thanks so much, and I look forward to hearing your thoughts.